EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
Madden NFL 2004.
As the crowd continues to file in, we get set to bring you another exciting game. Thanks for joining us. Well, we've had quite a year so far with some incredible individual performances, and we're just about ready to get this one started as the Lions square off against the Bears. Al Michaels and John Madden here to broadcast this one, brought to you by EA Sports, the company that defines football.
One thing that can turn an average defense into a great one is the guys up front. When you have someone like this who consistently puts pressure on the quarterback, it allows the rest of the defense to drop back in coverage and not have to blitz or pressure as much. And when you can do that, offenses have a tough time getting things done.
The Bears. Ground game should be a big factor in the outcome of this one. Now, we've talked about the defense that they'll face, and in order to keep them guessing, this offense will look to mix it up with screens and counters. This will force the defense to tone down their aggressiveness and not overplay anything. It should make for a very interesting matchup.
Wow, those guys got to be careful not to get all tired out doing that. You got to save some of that intensity and energy for the game.
The teams have taken the field. We're ready for the kickoff. Let's go to the field. Hansen will be kicking off. Nice distance. From the 2-yard line. The Bears will start this drive from the 26-yard line. The Lions have an injured linebacker, and he won't play at all in this one. His arm is bothering him, but it won't keep him out much longer. Passing on first down. Pressure coming, and he's tackled behind the line. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot more blitzing before this one's over.
I know that I would. He struggles when he's facing pressure up the middle. So bringing extra guys trying to get additional pressure can be very effective strategy.
Now in second and long after the sack.
Ain't got nothing. Here come the heat. Bring the pain.
Thomas lines up behind his fullback in the eye. They give it to the halfback. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. John, I think this is a pretty interesting matchup. It could go right down to the wire, and as usual, it's probably the team that makes the fewest mistakes that'll win.
Well, this is a classic example of the very resistible force meeting the utterly movable object.
Drops back. Under pressure. Gets the pass off. The 40.
Now, this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on third down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
First and 10. Ball on their own 43. Stewart gets set. Man in motion.
Come on, partner. Fire out.
Thomas. Ball loose. The Bears dive on the fumble. That ball just squirted right out of his hands.
He never had a good handle on that thing. A lot of guys will wear gloves to help him hold on to the ball, but even if you do, you still got to wrap it up and protect it. You're going to see a lot of balls popping out like that.
And he's tackled at the 43. Good gain on the ground gives them what they needed for a first.
That's just good running. They sent a couple of blitzes in to try and stop him in the backfield, but he just broke free and got past the sticks for a first down.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on the 43-yard line. They'll go from the I formation. Dropping back, closing in. Goes with a short pass to the right side. A lot of space in front of him. He hits the target right on stride.
The receiver was in perfect position to make the catch. And the defense gave him some room to run after he caught it.
The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him. Stewart gets set. Stepping up with the throw, incomplete. And that pass is dropped. The throw was right there, but he couldn't make the catch.
That's got to be a little disappointing. He's been putting in a lot of extra time at practice catching balls, but it looks like he's really having a tough time keeping his concentration out there.
Only one man back. Going to the left. Has room. Another third down conversion.
I'll tell you, this time they went to the ground, but it doesn't seem to matter what they're calling out there. When it gets to third down, it's about to be first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. Only one man in the backfield. Clark comes in motion. Thomas picks up maybe 3 on that carry. They line up in the I formation. Pressure, throwing. The pass ball's incomplete. Booker did a good job getting open, gave his quarterback a target in the end zone, but couldn't bring it in.
That's got to be disappointing. There's a play they like to run when they're looking to get into the end zone. Everything seemed to work just as it did in practice, but he couldn't find a way to get it under control.
Stewart with a man in motion. Pressure coming, fires for the end zone. Going long, but he couldn't find his man downfield, and now they'll face a 4th down. Hedger comes out, hoping to put points on the scoreboard for the first time. And it's up. This one just didn't have the distance. No good. First and 10. Ball on their own 35. Going to the left. Gain of a couple on that carry. Under pressure, passing to the left. Picked off. Loses one tackle. Now that's a stiff one. Brown was all over that.
This defense is very disciplined. They never seem to be out of position on plays like that.
The offense gets ready to go following the interception. The backs are lined up in an I. Closing in. Here's an opening. He's at the 20.
Here's what happened. You get a guy who can move around back there. The defense gets busy covering everyone, and they forget about the quarterback. He gets past that marker and picks up a first down.
Using motion. Pressure. Throws it. Incomplete. Ooh, a big drop by the receiver.
This is not the area to be dropping passes. To be a great receiver in this league, you have to catch the ball if the quarterback gets it to you in the end zone.
Tosses it left. Off and running. 9-yard gain. They line up in the I formation.
Bring that pain, baby. Bring the pain.
Hand it off. Touchdown, Bears.
This is exactly how to get the ball in the end zone. Just get in behind the center and guard and keep pushing and pushing until they're putting up 6 points on the board.
They'll line up for the extra point. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. Well, they began with great field position and took full advantage by getting a touchdown out of it.
Your job as an offense is not to worry about how long or how short of a field you have to go. Their job is to produce points. When they do, it fires up the defense to get out there and give them the ball back.
Edinger in to kick this one off. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 7. Ready now for the first play of the drive, and the defense will be looking for another pick. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 19.
Bring the pain. Set.
Drops back. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Into the open field. Stewart was there to make the catch for the first down.
He's glad he made that catch. I'm sure the quarterback will look his way again when he needs another first down.
The backs are lined up in an I. Roger, the motion man. Pass play here on first down. Throws over to his right. Perfect pass. And he's ridden out at the 41. That guy did a great job bringing the ball in.
That receiver has it all. He can run and catch with the best of them. The defense better make sure that they have him covered.
2nd and maybe 3. Ball on their own 41.
Here come the heat.
The Lions line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. So it's a 1-touchdown game as the first quarter comes to a close with the score, Chicago 7, Detroit 0. And we're ready to start the second quarter. The defense lines up in the nickel. Throwing. This one falls incomplete. 3rd down upcoming after the incomplete pass. They need about 3. Ball on their own 41.
Get at him, Pete. Snake eyes. Set.
Using motion.
Get all you got. Pete. Come on.
So they'll lose yardage on that tackle by Daniels. Nowhere to go that time, John.
And that was the case of the defense winning the battle at the point of attack. If your defense can control the line of scrimmage, it makes running the ball to the middle of formation very difficult. One thing you can try and do is some runs to the outside, maybe a sweep or a toss play, designed to loosen them up in the middle of the field.
Wade into return. Here's the punt. From the 28-yard line. Across midfield. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Bears. A huge touchdown on the punt return.
That guy just broke into the open, and then he was gone.
Edinger comes in to attempt the point after. And And it's on its way, and he picks on the extra point. So with both clubs trying to catch their breath after that return, we'll get set for another one.
Returning kicks and punts is a fielding. First, you got to get under the kick, make sure you have it secured. Then you need to quickly decide where you're going to go with it.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. Not a real deep kick. Should be returned. From the 9-yard line. Detroit down by 2 touchdowns. Takes over on offense.
Bring the pain.
Looking to run it here. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry. It's 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball on their own 23. Gets rid of it. This one falls incomplete. That looked like a catch until he got nailed.
Yeah, so good it knocked the ball right out of his hands.
Chicago looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. Dropping back. Throws it. The pass was incomplete. It looked like he'd come up with it, but he just couldn't get it under control.
He did a nice job of getting off the line and getting into his pass pattern, but he had the ball bounce right off his fingertip.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the kick. The return is setting up nicely, and he has room to run with it. Still not a bad return. It's time to see what the offense can do now as they come back out onto the field.
The coverage guys got downfield quick enough to prevent anything from developing.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 41-yard line. Pass play here on 1st down. Steps up into the pocket. Missed into the open field. Great play there by Clark.
The thing is, he got some separation there, and he was able to get him a big chunk of yards.
Only one man in the backfield.
Is that all you got? Car up. Back on,
They give it to the halfback, and he's brought down at the 9-yard line. Only a yard by the halfback. It's 2nd down and 9 to go. 9 yards out. Thomas, the lone back. Under pressure with the pass. He did a nice job to bring that one in.
When you make tough grabs like that, the other team really has to dig in there and play some tight coverage.
They line up in the I formation. Thomas, touchdown, Chicago. So he puts his head down and punches it in for the score.
It sure was. His lineman created a little push, and the back just slammed right in there and got past the goal line.
And he takes it in for his 2nd rushing touchdown today. Edinger comes in for the extra point. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. Another drive leads to another score, and they're really clicking now. This is going to be a very long day for this defense.
This defense has a solid core of players, They just don't seem to be playing very well in this one. Still have to go, and maybe they can turn things around. But they have to find a way to swing the momentum in their favor.
Here's the kickoff team. Should be a return here. From the 7-yard line. The 30. The Lions have their work cut out for them as they take over at the 33. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 33. Harrington sets up. Throwing on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. He overthrew the target.
It almost looked like he might have been trying to throw it to someone else.
The Lions line up in the shotgun. With the pass, perfect throw.
Here's the thing. You have to realize that in this league, if you're going to make a catch, somebody's going to be there and try and knock it out of you. This time he does a great job of absorbing the hit and still making the catch.
First and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Stay out, Queen.
No pass on 1st down. Gets the pass off. Running with purpose. Not quite far enough to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and the guy calling the plays loves this kind of situation because on 2nd and short, everything in the playbook is an option.
They'll go from the I formation. Drops back. Throwing. The pass is picked off. Fumble. Loose ball. The Lions dive on the fumble. And that's the defense's 3rd pick of the game. The offense gets ready to go following the interception. Stewart fakes the handoff, gets the pass off, right to him. They'll move the sticks with that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that one right on the money. They're just out there playing a little pitch and catch.
They'll come out on 1st down and we'll try to make this red zone visit a successful one.
You got him. Got set. Take him out.
And the halfback picks up about 3. And it looks like they're going to go with the no huddle.
You got it.
Dropping back. Closing in. Throwing. Perfect pass. He threw that one underneath the coverage.
That's exactly the thing they teach you to do. Always take what the defense gives you.
He's trying to hurry them back to the line. Throws it. He hits his receiver. Touchdown, Detroit. And he's able to get open in the end zone. Great play.
The defense just seemed to lose track of him down there. They have to do a better job keeping the play in front of them so that that kind of thing doesn't happen.
Hansen comes in to attempt the point after. And it's up. And he picks on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Short kickoff. From the 12. will see if they can move the ball as well through the air this time as they did after scoring a touchdown on their last possession.
Hey, this is why you run those 2-minute drills in practice for a situation like this. The only difference is this isn't the scout team defense.
Detroit comes out in their nickel package. Gets the pass off, and it's complete. Right on the mark there to move the chains.
And the thing is, the secondary looked a little on their heels on that one. They just couldn't converge on the ball in time, and now they get a whole new set of downs.
The Bears call a timeout. They have 2 left. Detroit might have difficulty covering all 5 receivers with a base 4-3 defense. Using motion. Going to the air on first down. Throwing. That incomplete pass brings up second down.
Now, whoever makes a catch here has to remember to get out of bounds.
So it's second and 10. Thomas, the deep back, man in motion. Dropping back. Pressure, throws it. This pass is incomplete. Chicago will call a timeout here. They have 1 timeout remaining. 3rd and long, looking for a great throw to convert on this one. Pressure coming, gets rid of it. Incomplete pass. So he ends up overthrowing his target.
That pass was clearly overthrown.
Number 18. Looks like he's ready for the return. Here's the punt. From the 14. I'll bet you he'll call for a fair catch the next time.
Sometimes you think you've got some room for a return, and the next thing you know, you've got a bunch of guys in your face.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 15. Washington stops the play in the backfield. Stewart couldn't get out of the backfield.
That was just a defensive line getting lower than the offensive line. When your defensive guys up front can control the line of scrimmage, it makes it very difficult to move the ball on offense.
Here comes the heat.
Man in motion. And there's a flag on the play. Owens was flagged for the false start.
False starts are kind of frustrating because they're really easily avoided by just maintaining focus.
Clearly, they'll need a revised game plan in the second half in order to mount a comeback. After the penalty, it's now 2nd and long. Harrington using split backs. On the call, only a yard by the halfback. It's 3rd down, and they have a long way to go.
Let's go, come on!
Handed off to the fullback. He lost it. The Bears rolling. It's the end of the second quarter with the score, Chicago 21, Detroit 7. So with halftime now over, let's take a look at how both teams performed in the first half. Ettinger is back and ready to put this one in the air. It's on its way. From the 7-yard line. He shakes the defender. Stiff arms the defender to the ground. The Lions will start the drive from the 24-yard line. The backs are lined up in an eye. Pass play here on first down. Under pressure. Guns it out to the left. The catch on the run. Loose ball. The Lions dive on the fumble. That ball just squirted right out of his hands.
He never had a good handle on that thing. A lot of guys will wear gloves to help him hold on to the ball, but even if you do, you still got to wrap it up and protect it. Or you're going to see a lot of balls popping out like that.
Closing in. Gets the pass off. John, I don't know how they didn't pick that one off.
Yeah, he had an excellent opportunity to end the drive right there. He just couldn't bring it in.
They line up in the I formation. The Lions using motion. Rolling. Holman makes the play at the 42-yard line. They called it inadvertent.
You know, there's so many limbs flying and body parts moving around that you just tackle whatever you can and you grab anything that's moving. Sometimes you get a handful of mass.
So they have 1st and 10 here. On the carry. Picks up 5. They need 5. Looking for room. Couldn't find any success in the middle.
Yeah, and he was looking for a place to cut back. The defenders had all their gaps, and there was no place to cut at all.
Pressure with the throw. Pass throw is incomplete. Big drop on that play, John.
There's just no excuse for that. He's getting paid a lot of money to make those catches.
Jason Hansen will really need to hit this one. It'll be a 50-yard attempt. And it's on its way. The kick sails through. It's good. Hansen comes in to kick off. And this one's a short kickoff. From the 14. Chicago already leading in this one. Sends their offensive unit back onto the field. Stewart sets up. Gets the toss to the right. Room to run. The 40. Running back finds his way into the open field and picks up the first down.
And what happened was they missed him with the blitz. And when they did that, there were no linebackers to converge, and that's how he got by the first down marker.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Clark comes in motion.
Give it all you got.
Again, they get the ball. Thomas couldn't find an opening, was brought down very quickly.
Yeah, he was. This line has to do a better job of holding up at the point of attack. He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole. But he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
Pressure coming. Throws it right in stride. That'll move the chains, John.
Yeah, when you put together a great pass with a heck of a catch, that's exactly what you're going to get.
Split backs this time. Throwing on first down. Fires it out to the left. That incomplete pass brings up second down. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. Looking to run it here. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Seven defensive backs in on this one. And this is the 6th play of this drive. Dropping back. Looking for a receiver. Throws it. Incomplete pass. What happened there, John?
He got open and the quarterback found him with a pass. He just couldn't get it under control.
Edinger will come in looking to try the field goal. And it's up. Edinger janks that one, and the kick falls short. Harrington sends a man in motion. Dropping back to pass on first down. Under pressure. No chance to get it off as they close down and break quickly.
The defensive coordinator teaches his guys to be very aggressive out there on defense. He has a lot of confidence in his cornerback, and he's willing to leave them out there in single coverage on an island. So they'll blitz on just about any down, looking for a big play.
Using motion. Dropping back. Gets rid of it. Big opening. He delivered a perfect pass.
And that shows you the kind of ability he has. That's a pass that was up there for a while, and there's a chance for the defense to convert. But instead, if you get your receiver going up and get the catch, he picks up a nice gain after the catch.
Rogers moves in motion. Throwing. Great pass. It's on the ground. The Lions recover it.
Watch it here. This is a great call on third down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here, but this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
And the halfback picks up about 3. The Lions line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. Dropping back, closing in, gets rid of it, and it's caught, and he's brought down at the 37-yard line. Blitz almost got to him there, John.
You don't always have to get to the quarterback when you blitz effectively. Football's about rhythm and timing. Bringing extra guys that makes him throw the ball before he wants to can upset that timing.
Give it to the halfback. Stewart picks up just enough. Stewart showed a great burst of speed after he took the handoff on that play.
Yeah, and you talk about speed and keeping your legs moving, and you see both of those qualities on this play.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Bears ahead of the Lions 21-10. And we'll start the fourth quarter. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line. Stewart. 1 yard gain by the running back. Only one man in the backfield. Harrington sets up. Throws it. The pass falls incomplete. I think he might have had someone open.
But he never saw him. He has to make better reads out there.
And they'll face a long third down here. Ball on the 31-yard line. Pressure with the pass. This pass is incomplete. 4th down now after the incomplete pass. So this will be a 48-yard attempt from the 38-yard line. The kick is up. It had the distance, but it sailed right. Stewart gets set. So the quarterback runs with it and ends up going nowhere. The Bears line up in the shotgun. He hands it off. Down he goes at the 39. Thomas wasn't able to get anything going on that play.
They got there and shut that play down very quickly. That's just a case of studying game film this week paying off. When you know what they like to run in certain situations, you can anticipate the play call and stop the play before it even gets started.
Peterson. About a 4-yard gain there. To line up for what will be his second punt of the game. Here's the kick, and he signals for the fair catch.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
They line up in the I formation. Pass play here on 1st down. Pressure coming with the throw, and it's complete. And they beat the blitz on a good throw.
That's a heck of a pass. He's got those big old defensive linemen flying right at him, and he showed great composure, making the right read and hitting his receiver.
Throwing. Has room. The 50, the 40, the 20. And he showboats his way toward the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. An amazing play that goes the distance.
I'll tell you, when he got into the open, there wasn't anyone who was going to catch him. It just shows the quick strike ability these guys have. They can put up points from anywhere on the field.
They'll try to make it a 3-point game as they go for 2.
Set. Hut.
Tosses it left. Defense couldn't stop him, and that trims the margin to just 3. No time wasted there. Down the field they went quickly with less than a minute off the game clock.
If you're an offensive coach and you're writing up a game plan, that's exactly the picture you've got in your head. Taking the ball downfield fast.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. Sends it sailing. From the 4. Chicago leading by a field goal. And they're back out offensively. Man in motion. They give it to the halfback. Looking for leverage. Running back picks up about 7 yards. A little over 4 to go. Ball on their own 29. The backs are lined up in an I. The Bears using motion. They'll go with a run once again. Not much there, maybe a yard. Almost at the 2-minute mark now. Hands it off. 2 minutes left. Gain of a couple on that carry. So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. From the 31-yard line. He had a good return.
Boy, the coverage team is going to need to do better because he could take the next one all the way.
There's still time left as they try to get into field goal range, but you would think most of the passes will go toward the sideline. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 44.
Here come the heat.
The Lions line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. There's the throw, and he hits his target. Detroit will call a timeout here. They have 2 remaining. There's a lot of time left considering their position.
Yeah, their main concern should be just trying to get closer for a field goal. Because if they try to score right here, they could take a sack and fall out of range. They have to get 1 more first, and then they can think about the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down. Gets the pass off, almost picked off. He couldn't come up with the interception.
That's the thing. That was a perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense. He lets it go as an incomplete pass rather than an interception. I think this is where we find out if the coach is looking for overtime or to settle this thing in regulation. If they run, they're just getting closer for the field goal. But if they pass, I'm guessing they want a touchdown so they could win this thing with time running out.
Stewart didn't get any help from his offensive line.
It was just about impossible to run when you have guys in the backfield just as soon as you snap the ball.
With the pass, and it's complete. He was able to hit his target, picking up the first in the process.
And that's a case of your receiver knowing where the marker is and the quarterback delivering the pass quickly.
Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. He found the seam in the zone for a pretty good game.
That's just how they teach you to do it. Read the play, find the weakness, and then go after it.
Had trouble getting anywhere on that play.
Yeah, because the defense was in the zone. When he tried to tuck it and run, they were watching him. and they were able to swarm to the ball and bring him down before he got very far.
With the throw, the incomplete pass brings up 4th down. So their hopes of winning this game will depend on what should be an upcoming field goal.
If he makes it, there might be enough time for the other team to have a play or two. But that all depends on if he can put it through.
Jason Hansen lines up for about a 36-yard field goal attempt. And it's on its way. Splits the uprights, and good. That kick goes right through the uprights as he adds another 3 to the score. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. Good kick, should be returnable. From the 7. Using the stiff arm. The defender goes down.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense.
Ooh, that'll be 15 yards, no question.
You see what he did was he grabbed it and he held on to it and he tried to bring him down with it. Now, if he would have just grabbed it and let go, it would have been a 5-yard penalty.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 44. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. And he hits his target. Chicago will call a timeout here. That's their 1st. And so the offense has a fresh set of downs and timeouts remaining.
Yeah, they only need about 10 yards to be in good field goal range, so they don't have to use these sidelines as much. They should be able to call anything if they think to get them another 1st down.
Breaking free, powering ahead, running with purpose. The 30. Chicago calls a timeout. They have 1 timeout left.
You're in position now where there's some time left, and you don't want the other team to get the ball back after their field goal attempt. They should just stick with a few runs, but still give their kicking team enough time to do their thing.
Set. Here come the heat.
He tucks it away. Into the open. Detroit calls a timeout. They have 1 remaining. That's a 3-yard gain.
There's still some time left on the clock, so I'd run the clock down some more and then try for the field goals.
With the carry, the Lions call a timeout. They have none remaining. Now, usually in this situation, a team will have its quarterback or running back just down the ball in the middle of the field, setting up a straight-ahead kick.
Ball. Hit the ball. Let's go. Ball. Here come the heat. Down your side. Give it all you got.
Peterson. So they pick up enough to convert for the 1st down. Comes in for about a 30-yard field goal attempt. And it's up. Good. It's over. This game reaches its conclusion with the final score, Chicago 24, Detroit 21. This concludes another EA Sports presentation. For John Madden and Melissa Stark, this is Al Michaels saying so long.